We start with the war in Gaza and the push for peace. There is hope in the Middle East as a deal to end the conflict and bring home the remaining hostages feels within reach. Representatives of Israel and Hamas are meeting in Egypt to talk about a possible ceasefire. Christina Fan joins us live here in the studio with the details of the U.S. brokered plan.
Good afternoon, Cindy. President Trump says the first phase of his proposal, in which the remaining 48 Israeli hostages would be released in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners, should be completed by the end of this week. Egypt's foreign ministry says the talks today are focused on establishing the necessary humanitarian and logistical conditions to implement this deal.
Cautious hope for a ceasefire to return hostages and end the war in Gaza building as Israel and Hamas enter into indirect negotiations today. 46-year-old Yair Horn among the many watching closely, awaiting news of his brother Eitan, who is still in captivity.
It's not official yet, so I cannot feel nothing, just hope.
Yair and his brother were abducted from Kibbutz Nir Oz October 7th when Hamas infiltrated. A quarter of the community was kidnapped or killed that day. Yair was finally released in a ceasefire hostage release deal earlier this year.
It's a hard situation. It's very, very hard. But I really hope that we'll see the end soon.
On Friday, Hamas announced it accepted some key points of President Trump's peace plan, including releasing all remaining hostages, living and deceased, in exchange for Palestinian prisoners, and handing over control of Gaza to a technocratic international body. But it did not immediately agree to another major Israeli demand: disarmament. On Sunday, President Trump urged negotiators meeting in Egypt Monday to move fast.
A lot of the countries surrounding Israel, frankly, Muslim, Arab, and many others, have had great meetings with Hamas, and it looks like it's working.
James Elder, who works with UNICEF, is in Gaza and says for Palestinians, a ceasefire cannot come soon enough.
This is 2 years of a relentless attack on everything they hold dear. They're holding on. They really are. It's day by day.
And despite signs of a potential deal, Israeli strikes continued Sunday in Gaza. According to the Gaza Health Ministry, Israel's military campaign has killed more than 66,000 Palestinians so far. Cindy.
All right, Christina, thank you. And at Columbia University, a mile-long memorial was set up to remember the lives lost in the October 7th attack. 1,200 empty chairs were set up on campus, along with victims' photos, candles, and flowers. The memorial was organized by the group Let's Do Something, along with DiploAct and Students Supporting Israel. Stay with CBS News New York for the very latest developments with peace talks to end the war. You can check updates around the clock on CBSNewYork.com.